Hi, good morning. My name is Samuel Serna Ceballos. I have 11 years old and I am in 6th grade bimester 1 by of homeschool. Okay, in this day I explain the superlative adjectives. For this explication I need a PowerPoint. Okay. Superlative adjectives, grammarly.com. Definition. Superlative adjectives represent the highest rank, this, and with S or star with most or left. List. Smallest, highest, strongest, best, worst, greatest, thinnest, oldest, youngest, most beautiful, most intelligent, most successful, most famous, and most powerful. Okay, this is the list of words which have the superlative adjectives. But in this list, that two words of of done is with the superlative adjectives. Okay, no, he has the superlative adjectives, but he's outer word. For example, God done is goddess, but he is outer word. In this case is best. But no, don't add in this list into superlative adjectives. His outer word for worst. Worst. Worst is the significance of worst is bad. Worst bad. But in the superlative adjective I don't use bad, baddest, bad. No. I use worst. This is worst. Worst. Worst and best. This is in superlative adjectives. Example sentence. Ella is the youngest girl in her family. John is the luckiest person to hit the foreign scholarship. Scholarship. She has the strongest hair among all of us. Mary is the most inexperienced girl I know. Ella is the youngest girl in her family. What is the superlative adjective? The superlative adjective in this word is youngest. In the next word, in the next sentence, is John is the luckiest person to head the foreign scholarship. What is the superlative adjective? The superlative adjective in this sentence is luckiest. Luckiest. But do you need to remember? The superlative adjective is E-E-S-T. E-S-T. E-S-T. In Spanish. E-S-T. Okay, continue. Examples. Examples. This example is different of the example with the sentence. This is different. This is one example of words. I use words. Tallest. He people is the tallest. Is the tallest. I don't speak he people is tallest. So this is incorrect. I talk. He people is the tallest. He people is the tallest. I need use the. I need use the tallest. The tallest. I don't talk. He people is tallest. This is incorrect. I need I need talk the tallest. Is the tallest. I need this word into superlative adjectives when I used est. T. T and est is the words with est need of the tallest. I I too I too speak the in this word in this word. He is the he is the fastest. He is the fastest. Do you look into Google examples of sentence? He have into all sentence. Do you can look of he have the into sentence. He have the Don is tallest no Don is tallest. I need up to the 40 40 sentence. I need up to the into sentence. Do you need the? For example, do you can see into example of sentence? Ella is the. I used the in the superlative adjectives. Other sentence. John is the luckiest. The luckiest. Do you can look of into do you can look what do you can understand what is the word of is superlative adjectives. The word of have the last of the est. He is one superlative adjective. He have and have est. He is one superlative adjective. You can look into example of John. This speak, talk. Freudian. I speak Freudian, but this don't have est. Have the, but don't have est. Est is this. Est. This need have est in the words. Okay. This is the superlative adjectives of this of in this part. This is the part of superlative adjectives. Okay. Next. Adjectives, superlatives, and superlatives. Adjectives: big, small, long, short, tall, happy, sad, fast, slow, and fat. Adjectives comparatives. The adjectives comparatives is different of the superlative. The comparative is the comparatives comparative of outer thing. For example, this smartphone is bigger than a smartphone of my father. This smartphone is bigger than a small smartphone of my father. This is one example. For do you understand this? But in the superlative adjectives, I don't talk that comparative with other thing, but I that speaking of I that talk of this thing. I don't talk I don't comparative of one thing with one thing. No. I add more est and the, but talk of one. I talk of one thing. Superlative in the comparative is bigger than, but in the superlative is the biggest. For example, his smartphone is the biggest. I can comparative, but the ISP I that talk his smartphone is the biggest. His smartphone is the biggest. I can talk. He is the bigger. But in the superlative, tall. He is the biggest. Bigger, biggest. It's different. Okay, in the next example, I should talk four examples for I close okay, in Spanish, de la grabación. Okay, it's next example, small. Small in the comparative is smaller than, but in the superlative it's the smallest. In the comparative is the smaller than, but in the superlative is the smallest. I comparative one things with other things. Well, for is smaller. For example, this toy is smaller than of my brother of my brother. This toy is smaller than of my brother. Do you understand? Okay, next. But in the superlative is this toy is the smallest. This toy is the smallest. Okay? Continue. Long. This is the adjective long, but the adjective comparative is longer. How do you say in Spanish? In Spanish, I do you say largo, longer, largo. Okay, the comparative is largo. In the comparative is longer than, but in the superlative is the longest. The longest. Okay, for example, this no, but for example, my car is little longer than of my father. My car is longer than of my father. My car is longer. My car is longer of 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 my father. Next, superlative. In the superlative, I talk of my car is the longest. My car is the longest. The longest. I can talk in the superlative longest than, but I don't that in the comparative adjectives. I that talk of the superlatives. For example, I can talk my car is the longest for of my father. For of my father. My car is the longest for my father. Than of my father, sorry. Than of my father. I can talk this, but I that talk of the superlative. I don't talk the superlative with comparatives. No, I talk of the superlatives. And the next is short. The short in the comparative is shorter than, but in the superlative is the shortest, the shortest, the shortest, the shortest, 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 shortest. For example, this toy is of my sister, but I need this toy for my example. In this example, this toy is shorter than of my brother. This this toy is shorter than of my sister. Than of my sister, brother. Yes, it's one example. I so have one sister, but it's one example. Okay, but in the superlative, I talk. This toy, this toy is the shortest. This toy is the shortest. Okay, in the superlative, I use, for example, when your friends that speaking of, for example, of this toy is shortest than of Raúl. Raúl. And you speak this this toy is the shortest. The shortest is more shortest after Raúl, and the friend of speak of the toy is shortest of the Raúl. Do you toy is shortest after Raúl and the other people. With for this I use the superlative adjectives. But this is all for today. Thanks for watching my video. My name is Samuel Ceballos, and goodbye. Thanks for watching my video. Goodbye.